Hi guys, it's Chloe and welcome back to my channel, but I know I'm not in my usual spot, but today I'm going to show you all the wheelchair that I got, my first ever custom wheelchair, and I'm going to go through everything on the wheelchair and just talk about, everything that I got that made my wheelchair custom. So I'm super excited to get into this video, and on that note, we're going to get started. So first off, I want to preface, if you have not watched my first video as to like getting a custom wheelchair and the hoops and the kit and caboodle, there's a little eye in the corner and you can click on that. It'll take you to the video, and I recommend you watch that before watching this. But I'm going to highlight some things from the video. One thing in particular, so I have Anthem as primary and Medicaid as secondary. And with both of them, the wheelchair had to be medically necessary in order for them to cover it. And then with Anthem, there had to be no luxury items on the wheelchair. However, with Medicaid, as long as it's deemed medically necessary, they'll cover it and they'll pick up whatever my primary doesn't cover. So an example of a luxury item is, let's say, there's a mount that you can get for your wheelchair to mount your phone or a tablet onto it. And let's say I wanted it for filming purposes. Health insurance, my primary, is more than likely to say no because it's a luxury item. Whereas, let's say I have a best friend who has spina bifida and is autistic and uses an AAC device and wanted this to be able to mount her AAC device onto her wheelchair. Now, you can't push yourself and use your AAC device, so therefore health insurance is more likely to cover it for her because there's a medical need. So that goes to show it's the same item, but different needs, and luxury versus non-luxury. And therefore, because my Medicaid picked up whatever my primary didn't cover, I'm just going to give like guesses as to what they wouldn't cover versus what they would, and don't come after me if it ends up being wrong because it varies by health insurance as well as by state Medicaid. So this is my wheelchair, 50% broken down. I figured I'd eat off the cushion in the back so that I can show you guys, and then I'll put it on and show you guys how I put it on. But I'm going to go through everything and say what may be covered and what may not, but don't shoot the messenger because my Medicaid picked up whatever my primary didn't. So for starters, to find out if something is covered or not, there's a couple different ways you can do it, but ultimately you'll be meeting with someone called an assistive technology coordinator or person, whatever their name is, when you do the eval, and you'll be essentially building your wheelchair. It's kind of like designing a home from scratch. You'll be building a wheelchair from scratch, basically, with things that you need to be successful. And basically, when you're at the appointment, you can ask the likelihood of something being covered, a specific item, because they can like let you know based off of other patients that they've worked with. Or B, afterwards they have to prior authorize it with your insurance, and your insurance can tell you after it's been prior authorized. I want to bring up something called the No Surprises Act, which basically it's in every state, but basically the person that's providing the service has to tell you how much something is going to cost before you get said item or you get it done, like a surgery or something. And basically, if you don't know how much something's going to cost before you get it done, you can call the billing and insurance department of the place you're going to or the healthcare system. And if they say they don't know how much it's going to cost, tell them that you are entitled to the No Surprises Act, and they'll get that taken care of for you right away. Okay, back to the video. So this is a Tilite X, and there's a couple different types of wheelchairs. There's manual foldable, which is what I have, spoiler alert. And then there's rigid, and then there's power. And health insurance will cover all three of those. Mine will. So I'm only going to do one just to show you, but this got removed. It's removable. There's also, I don't know how to like describe it and stuff, but there was like a little banner that goes on the back of like from here to here, and that's for people that have you know, a jerk reflex where they naturally like kick their feet out backwards like that or forwards, and this helps keep it in place, but I don't need that. So these are covered by insurance. And these are just the standard ones. Anything other than standard, unless if there's a legitimate medical need, may not be covered. And then there are Whittle caster wheels, and mine are just the standard type of caster wheels, caster, plaster, whatever. Anything other than that, again, as long as there's a legitimate medical need, will be covered. Basically, you've got these, which basically hold, they're brakes for the wheelchair. And there's a couple different types of brakes you can have. There's the short kind like I have. And then there's also the long kind. And the long kind work for people because when you sit in the chair, you know, you have to lean over to the side to be able to like push it up. And there are some people that aren't able to do that, or they may have limited like dexterity and are unable to bend their arm all the way down to be able to do that. So just having the longer handles may benefit. I should mention the shorter handles are covered. The longer ones, again, unless if there's a legitimate medical need, it may or may not be covered because health insurance, am I right? And then these, so you may be thinking, what the heck are these? So these are actually clothing panels, I like to call them, because when you're sitting in your wheelchair, your clothes could get tangled up in the wheels, and this is to prevent that. Now, health insurance will not cover these. Like, they're more likely to not cover these, I should say. However, because I have Medicaid, they picked up whatever my private primary didn't cover. I have one on each side. I'm not going to get out the other one because obviously you know what it looks like. And then I'm going to pop the brake, and I have wheels. I just have like propulsion tires. I don't have Spinergy or anything like that. I wish I did, but no, because I was afraid that my health insurance wouldn't cover it, especially since this is my first time getting a wheelchair through insurance. And these are actually, so these did not come with the chair, but these essentially replace gloves for a wheelchair, and they basically go around the rim to make pushing easier and to give you a better grip. I got these off at Amazon, and I will try to link those in the description. But there's a button here that says tie. Let's press it and pull it out. So this is, bring it up. This is the tire. It looks like something you'd see on a bicycle, minus these rim covers, which again did not come with the chair. I got those off of Amazon. And I should say with the covers, they, you know, work for this chair as well as my old one. They worked well with that one too. So I'm gonna put this back on. Okay. And don't worry about this. This is for my dog in case if he goes ballistic. This did not come with the chair. It's a shock collar. And then this is a seat belt. And I got it because I do a day program once a week, and we use public transportation. And sometimes the public transport drivers don't know how to work the seatbelt on the bus. So that's why I got this one. And also I have balance problems, so it just makes it easier. Health insurance will cover a seatbelt. And then this, so this is so that I can fold up the wheelchair, and I'll show you guys that in a hot minute. But basically this did not come with it, but I have an air tag for my wheelchair because airlines are known to lose wheelchairs, not board them on the plane, etc. Or in the event that, let's say I'm in an Uber or Lyft and forget my wheelchair, I can always have that with me. Now I'm going to get to the back of the wheelchair. And no, health insurance wouldn't cover an air tag and an air tag cover. I did that all on my own. But if you want to learn how I set that all up, there will be a little eye in the corner that you can click, and there's also like a link. I'll try to put the link in the description too, because that's on my YouTube channel as well. Even though it was, you know, for my old wheelchair, it still works with this one too. But I'm going to turn this to the back of the chair. So on the back here, whoop, so on the back of the wheelchair, there are handles. And basically with the handles, they flip up. And then you press a button and they go. And the reason being is because there are randos out there that love to just push your wheelchair without asking. And I don't want to put spikes on these. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. You know, putting spikes on them, because in case someone actually does have to do it, I don't want them getting injured. So I really wouldn't put spikes on there. I'm being sarcastic for people that can't pick up on that. And then I believe these fold down as well. I'm not exactly sure though, because I felt something move. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, they fold. Holy crap. Pardon my language. I didn't realize it fold. Look at that. They fold. So now it just looks like this. And now I'm going to get into so this is the Acta Embrace Comfort Curve seat cushion, and it's got a little, you know, zipper to be able to remove the cushion, to be able to wash it and stuff. Basically with New Motion, there are two companies that they use for cushions. One is Rojo and the other one is the Comfort Company, which is owned by Permobil. And Rojo's more for people with pressure sores, whereas the Comfort Company is more for people with postural issues and challenges, which is exactly what I have. And it's got Velcro on the bottom because that has Velcro and you can just plop it on. And when one has the Comfort Acta Curve, you know, cushion, one must also have the Acta Comfort Curve back. And this is a little privacy flap so that no one sees your, you know, bootay and stuff when you're like rolling around. And I'm going to put this on for you guys and show you guys how I do it. So I'm going to flip these up. You don't have to have the handles up, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on the back. And as you can see here, there are these two little holes. And there are these like little holes here. And we have to align them with this. now I'm going to turn it around. These silver things, turn it around and pull it down. They're a little bit hard to do, so if you have limited like dexterity and stuff, I'd recommend that you have someone help you. Like a friend, a neighbor, a pet goldfish. I was being sarcastic there, but whatever. Now I'm going to push it back. I'm going to lock it into place. And then this is the seat cushion, and this is like it kind of looks like a little wave, and the middle part, you know, here, that has to go facing away from the wheelchair. And then I'm going to get into it. And I will say, the cushion and the backrest are definitely going to be covered by health insurance, as well as the frame of your wheelchair, because otherwise that would cause you more injuries, and it would cause a hospital stay, and that would be more, expensive by health insurance. So, why won't it? Oh, there we go. And now I'm gonna pull these up. So this is what it's like. It's actually really smooth, not as boxy as my other wheelchair. And now I'm gonna break down my wheelchair for you guys and show you guys how I break down my actual wheelchair. So you can do this any way you want. There's a couple different ways you can do it, but I'm gonna take this off, and there's a handle here. So I'm just gonna pull up, and there it goes. And I'm gonna take off the legs. These black, like little things, you just, pull on those and they come off. I'm gonna do the back of the chair. But see these like little silver lever thingies? We're gonna do like we did last time. Let's pull up, and then I'm gonna turn it around and just leave them hanging. I'm not gonna push them down because we're trying to remove the back of the chair. And then there's a handle here. Let's pull the handle. You broke it. Just kidding. Now I'm going to take off the tires. But remember the black lever that's in front of the tire. We have to be sure that the lever is not hooked onto the pressing against the tire, otherwise it'll come right off. And then this is what the wheelchair looks like after it's been, all of that's done. These don't have to come out, but the seatbelt I'm definitely gonna. And then you got the anti-tippers back here, which health insurance will definitely cover, by the way. So I got it to fold. It's different from my other wheelchair, so that's kind of why I'm still getting used to this, because I just got it 2 weeks ago. But yeah, that's basically it. And I will say with the cushion, seat cushion, they cover one every 2 years with my insurance, and it's standard for most. And then with all insurances, they only cover a brand new wheelchair every 5 years. Which, honestly, that needs to change because, you don't go out and buy a new pair of shoes, once every 5 years. Like, I just got these back in November for my birthday. But anyways, it folds up, and that's basically it. If you have any other comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section, and can't wait to see you guys again soon. Bye.